Hey there, Kim here. Today's video we're going to be talking all about work search requirements. What if you're on PUA? Do you still need to perform them? What if you're furloughed? What if you work part-time? We'll get into all those questions and a lot more. But first, if you find yourself not getting paid unemployment, I do highly recommend that you contact your local or state representative to help you out. I've heard a lot of success stories with this, meaning if you're in the position where you can't even get in touch with someone that works for unemployment, definitely contact your local or state representative. And if that's not helping, I do also recommend you contacting your local legal aid office. Philadelphia Legal Assistance is a Facebook page. And if you live around the Philadelphia area or Eastern Pennsylvania, I do recommend that if you do have an issue regarding your home, anything regarding family law, and of course, unemployment, right? I do recommend that you contact these guys and definitely check out their Facebook page because they have hotlines every single morning regarding anything really, because one hotline's for general intake, the other hotline's for family law, and the other hotline is Save Your Home Philly. And of course, if you find yourself in the position that you are appealing an unemployment claim, you definitely want to reach out to them and get some sort of guidance. These are actual attorneys that are, I think, helping us out, right? But they seem to be on our side. I've utilized this Facebook page probably for close to a year. Their resources is amazing. And I've actually reached out to them with an unemployment question, and they replied that day. And it was a Saturday morning. I mean, these guys are pretty amazing. So I just wanted to put that resource out there. But again, if you're not in Pennsylvania, you could definitely Google your local legal aid office and find something similar. Something else that I wanted to go over was examples of active work search. Like, what does work search requirements actually mean? So there's several different kinds. One is simply applying for a job. Now, once you actually apply for a job, I do recommend that you write down the date, where you applied, how you applied, and if you apply through, online, which probably most of us will do, and if you get a confirmation email back, I would highly recommend saving that email just in case you need it in the future. So yeah, applying for a job online, registering for work and reemployment services with the State Career Center. So every state offers a web portal for a career center where you can look for jobs as well as sign up for classes, I think. I think that's how it used to be. And work search requirements, it also includes interviews. So interviewing with potential employers in person, by phone, or video, that counts as a work search requirements. Registering for work with private staffing agencies, attending job search seminars and job fairs, all that good stuff. If you are unsure, first. So I had a question this morning. Do people on PUA still have to perform work search requirements? And the answer is yes. Now, this website, and of course, all these resources you can find in the description below this video. But this resource I found specifically for New York. And the question is, do I have to look for work while collecting regular unemployment or PEUC or pandemic unemployment assistance, PUA, during COVID-19? So it says, generally, you do not have to search for work if you're laid off and your employer told you that you will be called back when the business reopens. So in other words, if you are on PUA, you do have to search for work. However, based on what this is saying, if you were laid off because your company closed and your employer told you that you were going to be called back, that it doesn't look like, so in other words, if you were furloughed, it doesn't look like that they are requiring you to look for work. Now, disclaimer, this is specifically for New York. Your state could be different. So I will actually go over exactly where you can look for your specific state to make sure that you understand the guidelines there. And again, I've said this a million times. It's a shame that all states can't follow the same process, right? Because it's pretty annoying that everyone does something a little bit different. So if we go back to this site, and again, get the page below in the description below the video. So here are the work search requirements by state. And this page is updated, I don't even know, hopefully once a week. I'm not 100% sure because I actually just found this myself. But what you want to do is find your state, and then you'll be able to find the job search site, like the Career Center. And of course, you can always use LinkedIn or Indeed as well as the job search site. LinkedIn is actually pretty good, and I actually found a job a couple years ago through Indeed. But so yeah, check out, find your state, register, because that's actually one of the requirements is you must actually register for your job search site. At least that's how it is in Pennsylvania. Whether you use it or not, they want you to register. And then here it tells you exactly what you must do, what would satisfy the work search requirements based on the state. And as we probably know by now, because of the pandemic, the job search requirements were waived. And then this last column here is the date where the states will reinstate job search requirements. And of course, if you see a dash, that means that as of now, there's no job search requirements. So check out this resource. It's pretty cool. So if you are in a position where your job calls you back part-time, you can still qualify for partial unemployment. There is a little calculator, which is pretty cool. And if you live in the state where, I actually did a video a while ago that if you are in a state that has not yet cut unemployment, and you could still receive a good amount of money for unemployment. So for example, here is a unemployment calculator. And again, this is specifically for Pennsylvania. Your state might be different, but I'm sure that your state probably has a similar calculator. So, I mean, you can simply go to Google, type in your state, and then type in partial benefit credit working part-time calculator and see what comes up. So say your weekly benefit amount is $400. Then what you want to do is put in your earnings and say maybe for that week you made $150. Then your unemployment for that week, your unemployment payment would still be $370. Now, keep in mind that this is your state unemployment. So what you want to do is add the additional $300 a week if your state is still participating in that. And so for this example right here, you'd receive $370 from your state unemployment. Then you would tack on the additional $300 for the $300 boost, equaling $670. So I just want to reiterate that if you were going back to work part-time, or maybe you're in the position where you accepted a job making a lot less than what you did pre-pandemic, I highly recommend that you use this calculator to see if you could still receive partial unemployment. I had a friend who was making, I forget, 561? We'll just say 561 a week, and then they were earning, I forget, we'll just say 600 or whatever. So $600 a week, right? So their partial benefit amount was $130 a week. In other words, they would receive $130 in unemployment and then tack on the extra $300. So even though they were working full time, making $600 a week, they were still able to collect $430 in unemployment on top of it. So definitely take a look at your state's calculator and see if if you did go back to work, whether it's part-time or full-time, definitely see if you qualify for unemployment. So I'll go over quickly some frequently asked questions. What kind of jobs may I apply for? You may apply for jobs that would provide suitable work and is within 45-minute commute. What qualifies as a work search activity? Attend a job fair. Use the Pennsylvania Career Link, which is the state career site. May I take credit for a job interview? So yes. So instead of you having to look for a job that week, an interview would qualify for a work search requirement. And this is a good one. Are the weekly requirements different if I'm working part-time? If you're working part-time during a week and you earn more than your partial benefit credit, which again is, you definitely want to go to this calculator right here. So in this situation, your PBC is $169. So in this example, if you would make $169 a week, then you only have to apply for one job during the week instead of two, and you do not have to participate in a work search activity during that week. So yeah, learn something new every day, right? This unemployment, just no matter how much you research, you learn something new every day. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and if you have any unemployment questions, definitely put them in the comments below, and I might create a video answering that question. Thank you so much. Have a great Monday.